Hey guys, Michelle Massio here. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking out my video. I'm going to make a quick video. I am in Greece today. I'm in Mykonos, which is a beautiful island in Greece. I just arrived today. Let's see, here it's 4:45 p.m. And in New York, where obviously the markets work, is almost 10 a.m. I believe. Let me show you guys the view. Check this out. And this is going to be relevant. I'm going to tell you why in a moment. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Check it out. There's the seaside there. And obviously the traditional, picturesque Greek sort of architecture. This is outside my hotel. See, voila. So I am going to show you guys how amazing it can be when you trade options. And one of the best things about trading options, as you guys know, and I talk about a lot, is that you could do that from anywhere, right? So I live in LA. I have a place in the Virgin Islands. I go back and forth a little bit, and then I flew to London. I was there. Holy cow! I'm so confused with the days. I arrived there yesterday, and I hung out with some friends. It was connecting. So I went LAX to London. And there was a bit of a connection. And then I flew to Mykonos this morning from London. So I hung out with some friends there yesterday. Obviously, yesterday the market was closed because it was Labor Day, Monday. But today's the market's open, and I just arrived a short time ago. I'm going to get ready and go to dinner shortly, but I'm going to put some trades in, and I want to just make a quick video and upload it to YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, because these videos I want to be inspirational for you guys, right? So it's amazing when you don't have to trade your time for money, right? So creating a systematic strategy in order to produce yourself systematic income on a continuous basis. And I opened this new, very small account recently. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Let's see. So I opened this account with Tastyworks, right? So Tastyworks is kind of cool. And I'm not really affiliated with any of these companies. So I'm never really recommending one over another specifically. Personally, I had been trading with Interactive Brokers for many, many years. And recently switched over to Tastyworks. They're advantageous in a couple of different ways. I opened this super small account. Let me show you a couple of things. It looks like there's a lot of stuff on the screen here, but your net liquidity, which is right here, this is, if you liquidated everything, I don't have any positions at the moment. You can see on the positions tab, there's nothing because today is Tuesday, first part of the week because yesterday was a holiday. But here I have 652.37, and today is September 7th. I opened this account. I started trading on August 5th. So I've been trading this account just under 1 month, and I started with $500, right? And now it's worth 652.37. Now I know that that's not a lot of money. However, I have made over the past month, and I also know it's a short period of time. Obviously, the stock market has risk, so do your own due diligence. But this is the amazing part about options, is that I have made $152 since I opened this account. And that's cool in a couple different ways. Let me explain to you why. Number one, it's cool because I literally started this account with $500. So sometimes people will think, Michelle, I don't have a lot of money. I can't trade options. It's too much risk, or I don't have enough money to start. So with that, I say that, is an excuse, right? With all due respect, you can start an account with $500. You can start an account with maybe even less. But 500 is a good round number. And I'm going to show you on this quick video in the screen sharing how you can make a trade and really have predefined risk, right? So it's all about managing your risk. I always say it's easy to make money, harder to control your risk. So I'm going to show you some different ways in this way, specifically, where you can specifically control your risk and have a set predefined risk for the trade that you're making. We're going to walk through a trade together. So that number one. Number two, the amazing part about this is even though it's only been a month and I only started with $500, my rate of return mathematically has been 30% over the last not even 30 days, right? If I annualize that out, it comes out to be about 337% annualized per year. Now, am I going to say you're going to make 337%? No, but what I am saying is I'm making right now 337%. I know it's a short time frame and I know it's a small dollar amount, I started trading way back 1997, commodity futures and options. I love trading, and I love it for a variety of reasons. So number one, the biggest thing I like about trading is it's super exciting and you can create money on a systematic basis, right? So I know I've told this story before, but I'm going to share it briefly with you guys as well. And then we're going to walk through a trade together. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. But when I started first trading and learning how to trade from my amazing friend David Casella way back in 1997, I was 24 years old at the time. I didn't even know what stocks were. I didn't know what commodities were. I didn't know what the market was. I didn't know what options certainly were. I always thought like, oh my gosh, how do you make more money? You work harder, you get a different job, you get a better job, like, right? You put more hours in. Boy, was I wrong. So the world of the markets in general, what really opened my eyes, right? So it allows you to create yourself money, and not having to trade your time for money. So that's like the most amazing thing ever, right? So that's like super cool. So let's walk through. I'm gonna go grab some dinner. It's 4:51 here. So what is it in New York? I think it's almost 10 a.m. in New York. Let's walk through a trade together. Okay, so here is my platform for Tastyworks. I'm gonna put a link in the video here if you guys want to open an account. Tastyworks is kind of cool. Like I said, you can open an account with $500 and you can start trading right away and trade a credit spread. I'm going to show you how easy it can be with predefined and very minimal risk. So here's some of the things that I take a look at, right? So like these are just some of the stocks that I follow, on a regular basis. Some I trade, some I don't trade. I like SPY for a couple reasons. So SPY is the S&P 500 exchange traded fund. The biggest reason why I like SPY is because it trades, it has 3 expirations in a week, right? So it has typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday expirations. So super short term. I like options that expire quick because I want to lock in my gains, right? I don't know what the market's going to do tomorrow, next week, next month, and I don't want to be subjected to unnecessary volatility. So I want to lock in the gains as frequently as possible, and SPY allows you to do that. So first thing I always do is I always pull up a chart, right? So here is a 1-year chart. So you can see like, the market has been kind of on a steady incline, right? So up and away. And each of these bars, ticks represent 1 day over the past 1 year. Oh, actually, this is 3 years, but anyway, it's yeah. Here's 1 year. You can change this around. You can look at days, weeks, candlesticks, whatever you wish to look at. You can put in different technical indicators. I always also tell people, don't make things more complicated than what it needs to be. So the market can be a scary place if you anticipate scariness or if you anticipate, not knowing things, but it can be super, super easy. And I'm going to show you how right here in this quick video. So here's this chart, right? Now I'm going to look at see what the positions are trading for. Let me just clear my screen here. I was looking at a couple things before this video. Here's my options chain, right? So Tastyworks is kind of cool because they're very specific to options. So it's very like clickable, very intuitive and very clickable. So again, like I said, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night. Yesterday was a holiday, so we're not going to see that. There wasn't one for yesterday, but September 8th is tomorrow, so that's Wednesday, right? The 10th is Friday. 13, 15, 17, that's going to be next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Super cool. I'm going to look at stuff for tomorrow, right? Now, again, it can be as complicated as what you want to make it, but I'm going to highlight the important things that you want to look at. Delta is the statistical likelihood that the stock or the underlying price is going to go from where it's trading to the strike price between now and the expiration date. So what that means, it might sound kind of confusing. I know I'm kind of going quick, but this is recorded and it's on YouTube. I'm going to put this on YouTube so you can go back and play this. And I also have other videos and other classes. So hit me up if you're interested in learning more. But basically, right now SPY is trading. Here's your last price, 451.47. Obviously, it's trading click by click, right? Like second by second, because it's live data. I'm going to look at the statistical likelihood that it's going to go from here, where it is now 451.45, to the strike price between now and tomorrow. The expiration that contract that I'm looking at is tomorrow, right? I'm going to look at, let's say, a 14 delta. It's got a 14% likelihood it's going to go down between now and next next expiration, which is tomorrow, right? So I'm going to click right here on the bid, right? Don't worry if you don't know what the bid is, it's not relevant at the moment. And then I'm going to click right here on the ask. Now, what I'm doing is I'm setting up what we call a credit spread, right? So spread is advantageous because we're predefining our risk and we get to choose whatever risk we want, right? So I'm going to sell a 447 put and I'm going to buy a 445 put. Now, for those of you who might not be very familiar with puts or options in general, that might sound confusing, but it's super easy. I'm going to break it down and make it super easy to understand. Basically, what I'm saying is SPY is at 45143. I don't think it's going to go to 447 between now and the close of the market tomorrow because there's only a 14% likelihood that it's going to do that. So very, very unlikely, right? I'm going to sell a 447. I'm going to buy a 445. The reason why I'm going to sell one and buy another one is because I'm going to hedge myself. That's the purpose of a spread. We call it a spread because I'm going to trade one and I'm going to hedge myself with the other because that's what's going to create this predefined risk for yourself. So I make a lot of cool spreadsheets. I'm gonna show you kind of, I started putting this in earlier today. So let's take a look here. So I'm going to look at SPY. I'm going to look at a delta of 14, right? There's a 14% likelihood it's going to go from where it is now to the strike price, in this case 447, between now and tomorrow. So I'm going to put today's date, which is September 7th, tomorrow's date, which is September 8th, because I want to see how many days till expiration is 1 day. Very short term. I love short term stuff, right? My risk is going to be the difference between the two. So if I'm selling a 447 put and I'm buying a 445, the difference between the two times 100, because each contract represents 100 shares, is going to be $200. What that means, people, I know this might sound confusing for all you new folks out there, but what that means is worst case scenario, I could lose $200. So very, very small dollar amount, right? This trade right now is trading for 10 cents, 0.10 times 100, because it always times 100 shares, is going to be $10. Now, I know $10 doesn't sound like a lot of money, right? However, let's take a look at the rate of return, right? So it's not about dollars, it's about rate of return, it's about percentage, right? So I'm taking in $10, but I'm only taking that in for 1 day, and I'm only putting up $200 in risk. What that means is if I mathematize it out, is that a word, mathematize? I'm making 3.86%, assuming that this trade is going to go my direction and the price is going to stay above 447 between now and the close of the market tomorrow, right? If I did this once a week for every week, and I annualize my return out, it would be making 200%. And so even though here's the thing I want to drive home to you guys, even though I'm only making $10 on this trade, I have a super small account. I only started with $500. I'm only risking $200, right? This is what creates this pretty significant rate of return in a very, very short period of time. $10 here, $10 there, $10 there. There's only 1 day. So I could do this 3 times a week if I want to, because SPY has these 3 expirations in a week's time. Now, here's another cool thing, especially about Tastyworks. You can also say, you know what? Oh my gosh, I want to take maybe a little more risk and make a little more money, perhaps make a little more money. So I could just drag, right? So I could just drag these things. So I can sell a 447 put and buy a 444 put. And what that means is I'm going to change my risk. I'm just going to change the fields here. I mean, instead of risking $200, I'm going to risk $300. I'm going to make a little bit more money because this one's trading at 13 cents, right? So that's where the market's trading right now, 0.13. That's $13. So $13 would get dropped into my account right now when I make the trade. That would mean, assuming that it expires worthless, and it doesn't drop to 447 between now and the close of tomorrow, I'd be making 3.58% net of my commission. So every time I make a trade, I'm going to pay a couple dollars in commission, about $2.27. That's to make the trade happen, to the exchange fees and platform fees, right? So if I annualize that out, it's 185, almost 186% net of my fee. So it's kind of a cool thing, right? So I'm going to go back to my 447. Or 445 rather, 447, 445. That's my $10 trade here. And I'm just going to put this trade in, right? So I'm not going to get too detailed here, but I'm going to show you guys super quick that this is like $9. $9 bid, I think $11 ask. That means it, I don't want to get in the weeds here, but if I put my trade in at $9, it will automatically fill. That means there's already buyers ready and lined up, willing to take the other side of my trade, right? I'm selling options, they would be buying options. We only sell, I only sell. I'm kind of like the insurance company, right? So I want to look at statistical likelihoods. I want to take in small pieces of money. And if I'm predefining my risk, and if I'm saying to myself, you know what, Michelle, I'm okay with losing $200, worst case scenario, if this trade doesn't go my direction, I'm okay with that. And I, for that risk, I want to make $9 or $10. Even if it's only $9, I'm making 174% rate of return on my money. So super, super cool. How long are we going for here? I don't know if I have a timer up. I want to show you how quick and easy this is. So I'm gonna put my trade in. I'm gonna try to put this trade in for $10. So I have my things here, right? So I'm selling one September 8th. That's tomorrow, 447 put, and I'm buying one 445. My risk is $200. The difference between the two. I'm looking to make $10. Actually, it's $11, right? So let me click review and send, and let's just send this through, right? Send order. Now it didn't get filled right away. I can do one of a couple of things. I can leave it out there, right? So it shows my option contract working, right? So my working here, or I can just adjust it to make $10. I'm just going to hit replace order. I don't want to squawk over $1 here and $1 there. I'm just going to go down to $10. I'm going to hit review and send. I'm going to hit send. Voila. So we just got filled, right? So let me take a look. I'm going to show you positions on the positions tab here. I know it might look confusing. Oh, it didn't get filled. Let's see. It just it made that noise because it was replacing my order. Sorry about that. Because this will tell you whether it's working. Working means it's like out there and it's not yet filled, right? So again, I can, if I wanted to, I can adjust this to, oh, it's trading at $10 right now. So it should fill any moment. Let's take a look. Let's just wait for it to be working. And sometimes what I do is I adjust the order and go down a little bit to make sure that it gets filled. And sometimes I just leave it out there, for a few minutes. But this is how easy it can be to make a few dollars, not just make a few dollars, make a very high. You can make, is there a guarantee? No, there's no guarantee, right? So there's always going to be risk in the stock market. That's my disclosure here. I'm not giving you investment advice as a fiduciary or as a financial advisor or something like that. I'm just giving you education, and I'm showing you how amazing it can be to create yourself a steady stream of income while you're traveling the world. So it's an amazing, amazing thing. And you don't have to quit your day job either. You could like do your own thing, what you're already doing, and you can have this as a second stream of income. So I typically have been going to financial conferences every year. I like to hear other speakers talk about what they're doing and learn. Always this constant journey of learning, right? And people who are the best investment people and investors, you can say, throughout the world, always talk about multiple streams of income, right? So you want to set yourself up with multiple streams of income. And this is one way how you can enhance what you already have going or start something new. So hopefully this helps. I appreciate that. Let me show you one more view. This is so amazing, right? Amazing. I'm not saying this to impress you, but I'm saying this to impress upon you that this can be you. I can hear the wind, I can hear the sea, the waves. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Mykonos, Greece. And, you can make these trades anywhere in the world as long as you have basically, a Wi-Fi connection. You can do it on your phone. I'm using a laptop. I usually use a laptop. But you just need data or a Wi-Fi connection, and it's an amazing, amazing thing. Anyway, cheers for now. Hope this helps, and hit me up on social media or here should you have any questions. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.